things honest. Like, Ness is a character that is like pretty prone to like cheesing people.
And like it wasn't the buffs either. He didn't even up throw.
No, yeah.
He never up threw him.
He hardly dash attacked. He hardly up threw.
Yeah, like dash attack never killed. He just played honest Samus.
And that up smash would have worked pre-patch.
Yeah.
He played 6.0 Samus at Austin and it still worked.
Well, maybe all he needed was some confidence, right?
Wait, didn't Zare get buffed?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so I guess he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Zare got buffed, and he was using Zare to insanely good effect, especially in that game too.
Yeah, that was super smart from him.
Yeah, I'm still obsessed with that set, but we got to get obsessed with the new set, and this is Eclipse versus Grayson.
How do you feel about this matchup? I feel like we see this a good amount because we have both Eclipse and Autonomous here, and then we also have Grayson and Cosma.
Yeah.
So I think it's one that DFW is like pretty familiar with.
It's one of those ugly matchups where they don't really have like the tools to hurt each other that well. So Rob really wants to just full hop Nair and land on you, and Greninja both doesn't have a great rising aerial to challenge it, and doesn't have an out of shield to beat Nair. And then Greninja wants to like dash around you, land on you with aerials, hit you with dash attack, and Rob doesn't have a great out of shield to challenge that either. So they kind of just run around each other a lot, and whoever like gets these hard reads wins.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
Oh,
that was smart.
Yeah, Grayson maybe getting a little too confident with the frame data. A good Greninja fair on shield is -6, I believe.
Wow.
So you really don't have a big window of opportunity to challenge it after.
I guess that Gran doesn't even really need to get any callouts. He can just sort of like catch a landing with a dash attack and then up smash will just work.
Yeah.
So I suppose
that was ugly. That looked like Smash 4.
Ooh, that was like, or 64 even. I said a lot in that game.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Be glad that you have to and that you don't know firsthand.
Yeah, I don't know. But
ooh.
Yeah, you cannot be down there.
I thought that he was doing Substitute, not Shadow Sneak, but I guess Shadow Sneak just got caught.
That would have been super cheeky, but Eclipse finding a nice percent lead.
I really like that he used Hydro Pump double sideways because it pushed him back with the water hitbox.
Okay, found the down tilt, but
ooh.
And
that was
like,
incredible DI.
Yeah, that was insane DI, but also that is something that Eclipse gets a lot of mileage on. Is dash attack fair is not a combo at kill percents, but if you buffered jump, he is ready to put that fair right above your head.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
This seems like a tricky interaction. Rob's recovery, not remarkable, but Gren doesn't really seem like he has the tools to deal with it.
Yeah, like he can put out that big meaty back air, but the awkward thing is, like, when you edgeguard a character like Rob, you want to be able to, like, you want to be able to challenge him off stage, but also not have to grab the ledge after, because he can, like, very easily just, like, go over your head, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't think Greninja really has the tools to do exactly that.
Yeah, Gren doesn't really have a good way to put hitboxes low because his down air is, you know, so committal.
His down air.
Yeah, exactly. Which isn't to say that down air is bad. I think it's pretty obvious.
Is clawing his way back into this game too, though. We saw him with a huge deficit, but you know, as I kind of noted, if you don't find like a solid hit as Greninja here, it becomes very awkward for both of these characters.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's at 182 makes that pretty obvious, just because we've been seeing Eclipse have such a struggle for the past like 20, 30 seconds. Ooh.
That was just a combo. He calls something crazy out, because I'm pretty sure he knew that Grayson was looking for this grab, right? He wants to kill, and he just hard calls it out with that there, but
that'll take it for sure.
That is big.
Arm Rotor is exceptionally strong, as I'm sure everyone has come to be aware watching DFW sets.
Yeah. One of those moves with like really high base knockback, but the knockback growth actually like isn't too insane. Like sometimes you'll get hit with it center stage at like 150 and live, and you're like, huh?
Yeah, true. But I think that
you know, at the ledge, you different story.
Moves that get used in that position don't even need to have high knockback growth as long as they're good to just put you in that spot.
Yeah, not saying it's bad, just saying
for sure
a trait of the move, right? But Grayson Rob has a bit of an advantage in this matchup because he can really force approaches from Greninja pretty well. Greninja has, you know, albeit has some excellent approaching options, like super safe, but you know, when the onus is on you to approach, it becomes really tough.
I just realized I think he Z-dropped that gyro to bluff a gyro toss just so he could get up and get the grab. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, goes for something crazy, but Grayson with a smart double jump. Oh, he tries to call out a landing with up smash. It works, but doesn't get the sweet spot.
I wonder why he was standing all the way back there.
I don't know. He was just really scared.
Ooh!
Okay, I know why he was standing back there. He wanted to just leave Gyro there and not take it for himself because he wanted to substitute it later.
He's a genius. Eclipse is a genius.
Yeah, finding a great, you know, clean edge guard. And that's definitely something about Rob is he's a little bit committal in terms of where he is with his up B. Like, he can goof off and like stay off stage for a really long time, but if you can put a hitbox there, very often it'll actually work out for you.
Yeah.
Like, he has like the new mix-up, I think it's new to Ultimate, where if you hold your double jump, you can like get some really unexpected height, like really quickly out of your up B. But either Grayson already used his jump or he just wasn't ready to pull the trigger. So.
All right, looks like we're getting into
pretty close game one, but I feel like, you know, despite how close it was, Eclipse had a lot of control. Like, I feel like Grayson was fighting from behind a lot, and
I'd be inclined to agree.
Despite Eclipse being at 100, like, so finding that kill sometimes as Rob is really awkward. But,
wow!
Oh my god,
wow.
That was disgusting.
That was rude.
Like, good stuff to Grayson, but that was just like a super fortunate percent for all of that to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
I was actually going to say, I think that in this matchup in particular, like you were saying, a lot of stuff is hard in similar ways for both characters, but I think that the way that Greninja wants to find his openings is easier for him than Rob's. But as I was preparing to say that, Grayson made me eat my words.
Yeah, right. Like, they're pretty similar, right? They both land on you with dare. They both like mash down tilt. They do a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, broadly. I would say that Greninja visually looks a little bit cooler doing it, but that's
well, that's for you to decide. And
that's for the fans at
something
home.
like I didn't learn about. Gets some kind of air dodge read, but you know, not the exact right one. But something like I didn't realize was that important until recently was when you have like a good jump, getting out of berries is a lot easier. Like I was fighting Palu, or I was playing Palu against King K's Rob, and I was playing Byleth against King K's Rob, and the velocity at which you get out of a berry is dependent on like your jump.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I had the exact same mash with Palu and with Byleth, and I would get clipped by the up tilt every single time as a Byleth, and I would just get out of it, you know, most of the time as a Palu.
That's really interesting.
Greninja, a character with like an insane jump, so you will not be seeing these down throws work.
That was crazy.
But, wow, mixing him.
He broke his ankles.
Yeah, that is not a back air you see much, and pretty impressive. A rising back air hitting a standing Greninja. Like not something you see a ton. And
ooh, he grabbed that on the slide off.
Yeah, Eclipse is like feeding for this kill, going for that dash grab, and that is
oh my god, he read that.
Oh my god, Grayson is feeling himself, and
this is crazy.
Okay, the first time I respect it. The second time I don't know. He's just doing it again. It actually, okay, it makes sense because the risk reward is I'm gonna die anyway, right? It's like I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah. I feel like this is almost uncharacteristic of Grayson as a player. I don't really see him being like a very momentum-heavy player like this very frequently, but this game has just been like you said last game, it's been a clinic. Or like you said last set, rather, it's been a clinic.
But I don't know. I would say like he's more momentum-based than he is clutch. I'd say like Grayson is like really not clutch, and by extension, he relies on momentum, right?
That makes sense. I feel that.
But yeah, he's really making it work here. But he still has to find this kill, and Eclipse is not out of this in any stretch of the imagination. But catches a roll with up smash.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you just get the read.
Yeah, that is something that I think is like seldom mentioned. Is when you have a lead, you're incentivized to make bigger swings.
Yeah.
Like if you play safe and you play honest the entire time, sometimes you'll just get outplayed every single time. And if you don't make any kind of commitments, you don't make any kind of hard callouts, you'll just accidentally lose because you get outplayed the entire time.
The more leads that you eke out, that gives you more leeway later on in the match to find those openings that you need to close out the game. Because, like you said, if you don't take those, you end up looking for your safe stuff the whole time. You're not playing in a way that like it advances your game plan very much.
Right.
So it leads to really free openings from other characters that can exploit that.
Right. And
wow,
wow, these are some parries, but
my man playing third strike out here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard this song before.
This is Galeem, I think.
Oh!
Yeah, so it's one of the World of Light songs.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's exactly Galeem, but it's one of the World of Light songs.
I put.
Oh, this is Dark Old.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. This definitely sounds way more evil than Galeem.
I played World of Light exactly once just to get the menu theme and never went back. That was cool.
Yeah, that's just a combo. So if you get that late nair into fair, no, I don't think any amount of DI.
Oh my god! He reflected that too, I think.
Yeah. No,
that was nasty.
The reflection is what killed him. I don't think the raw side B there even would have killed at the ledge.
That was hilarious, actually.
If you talk, like, I've talked to King K about matchup before, and he's like, oh, that matchup's easy. I have a reflector. And I'll be like, huh? And then I'll just watch his set, and he'll just, like, start ripping side Bs and get punished for them every time. And I was like, why did you think that was a good idea?
That's so funny.
But really worked out for Grayson there. You know, when you have a trick and you don't use it very often, it comes a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. It's important. Some tricks are really good as you use them because they're safe to use. Others are really good to use when you know that you can get a ton out of them.
Yeah, I think everyone has their, like, game 3 trick, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, everyone has that thing that they do when people are feeling stressed out. But Grayson, I mean, Rob loves landing with that Nair. It's super safe, but if you outspace it and you find an F smash, like, you can still find a punish sometimes. And Eclipse with a pretty big lead.
He's playing real safe and center right now, and I like the control.
Oh,
Lets him get a lot of percent on this Rob.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Grayson, but...
This sounds like Castlevania music.
It's scary.
I'm spooked.
Yeah, I like the big guitar. I feel like that's what makes it really Castlevania. But
I think there's something so funny about just watching two characters fish for their down tilt that's scored by like a really, really nasty electric guitar.
Great mix-up from Eclipse, going super low, not letting himself get caught by that arm murder. How did you make it back?
Great attempts at ledge trapping, but unfortunately King K managed to find his way. Or unfortunately for Eclipse, or thank you.
Yeah.
Grayson managed to find his way around that.
But
it's not my fault. We have two Rob players exactly one spot away from each other on the PR.
Yeah, but Grayson, like, not finding enough footing, kind of, you know, trading blow for blow on the second stock with, or on his third stock with Eclipse the second, but it's not enough to win. But,
unfortunately, that's not the kind of thing that you want to be looking for when you're down a stock.
Game 3.
You need to be able to get the advantage.
Stock 3. And if you didn't see, Grayson shot Gyro right into the substitute doll and then grabbed it after. It was cute. Oh, and this is scary for Eclipse. Being put in some kind of blender. Fair to dash
Great air dodge.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Wow. Such a brave high recovery, and Eclipse finds his way back to the stage.
That paid dividends for him, because if that didn't pay off.
He's not dead, but he's in a scary spot. What's he gonna do? Goes high again. He's so scared, but Grayson not fast enough to punish it.
Yeah, I guess Robin's...
rips that up smash, but no punish. Not a lot of lag on it.
This is so spooky.
Okay, goes for that substitute, but no punish. You know, it makes sense. It's pretty
how
safe.
Eclipse is using his burst ability here to manage to
but that's not what you want to see. Like, don't
continue to make safe openings.
Oh, goes for a jump call out. What is that?
That'll do it.
No, good DI. Oh, yeah. Bad DI, and it's tough. And FD actually has a pretty low ceiling.
That was actually a crazy set. That game 3 was nuts.
What do you mean actually? It was a set that I expected it to be a crazy set.
Well, it was funny because it felt like it was like game 1 is just like bam, bam, bam. Game 2, bam, 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 and then game 3 was just blow for blow the whole time. I love watching stuff like that.
Yeah,